Hi, I'm Kyle Mitchell with Whitaker Brothers, and today we're going to give you an unusually in-depth look at a shredder that we've already covered before, but we're going to go really under the hood today. We're going to show you some crazy things. We're going to talk about how to set it up when you first get it, how to prime the oiler, what it looks like from the inside while it's shredding. We're going to cover the warranty, the options you have for service, and most importantly, I actually get to have an opinion today. I'm going to tell you a few things about the shredder in comparison to other shredders out there. Let's come on in close. Let's get a good look at it. So the reason you buy a DestroyIt 4002 is because it's got a nice wide 16-inch throat. This is a big feeding area, and you could almost call this margin for error, because let's face it, most people, they don't have pretty stacks of paper. They have something like this. So I want to show you what it looks like when we shred. Takes it all in without hesitation, and again, that's why you get a 4002, because it's got a big, wide, 16-inch throat and a healthy waste bin container to deposit all that shred residue into. So let's show you what happens inside. Now, we've got a nice heavy-duty container right here. You can use bags if you want to. There's a little bit of static electricity buildup inside, so if you use bags, you'll never truly get all of the shred residue out of the cabinet, but it gives you the option of using consumables or not using consumables. Totally up to you. Now I'm going to show you the residue. This is level 3. This video is good for the level 1, 2, 3, or 4 DestroyIt 4002. This just happens to be a level 3 model. The rest is all going to be the same. So this would be HIPAA and FACTA compliant shred residue, and it's going to be deposited into a very healthy size cabinet. Again, I talked about the reasons you get a 4002. 1 is the throat width, 2, the cabinet size. You can do a lot of shredding and not as much changing of the bag. So let's do something really cool. I want to show you what happens inside of a shredder while it's shredding. So I'm going to feed some paper, and we're going to show you our patented shred cam. I want to talk to you a little bit about the warranties that DestroyIt offers on their shredders. On the DestroyIt 4002 strip cut and cross cut, you've got a 3-year limited parts warranty against defects in manufacturing. That's almost unheard of in our industry. Most are 90 days or sometimes 1 year at best. But on the cutting heads themselves, which you can see operating right now, they are made with computerized laser precision. These are covered by a lifetime warranty. So as long as you own this shredder, the integrity of the cutting heads is guaranteed by DestroyIt. And if the cutting heads are compromised by just shredding paper, then you're going to have them covered. Now, you probably can't see it very well, but we've got a flashing red light down there on our console, and that means the automatic oiler needs to be primed, and usually that's the first step in first time setup. So let's take a look at how we do that. Alright, so let's put the automatic oiler on. I'm going to call in one of my assistants today, only because the cutting head here is a little bit heavy and you don't want to hear me huffing it around. But I'm going to put this on and you'll get to see how we do it. Eric, if you wouldn't mind. Alright, so he's going to lift up the cutting head, and I'm just going to slide it right in like that. No screws, no tools, no nothing. Now, let's say you get the Whitaker Brothers exclusive gallon conversion kit. Very similar, almost even easier because it's smaller. It looks like this. Eric, if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to remove this oiler. Then I'm going to put in our gallon conversion kit. And now, the only thing left is to hang our gallon of oil on the side. Now up front, you're going to see a flashing red light, and this means that the machine is detecting there is no oil in the automatic oiler. And you're going to see this under 2 circumstances. The first circumstance is when you first set it up. Obviously, no oil has gone through this. Second circumstance you're going to see this is if you accidentally allow all the oil to be depleted and you don't react until you see this flashing light. So here's how you fix it real quick. You hold the reverse button for about 5 seconds, you're going to hear a sound, and then you're going to want to watch this hose. There's the sound, there's oil priming, and there we go. We don't see that flashing light anymore. Instead, we see nothing at all, which means that the shredder is good to go. It is pleased with how much oil is in its distributor, and we're ready to start shredding. Alright, so I want you to get a good look at the ECC meter right here, because this guarantees that you get your money's worth. For every dollar you spend on your shredder, you get all that performance. What this is going to do is measure the voltage draw from the wall, so we're seeing how hard the shredder is going to work. I'm going to start by putting in just a couple pieces of paper. Let's see, we get 1 dot. Now let's put in some more paper and see what happens. Alright, we're up to 3. We'll do one more with even more paper than that. There we go, it got to the yellow for you. So the idea behind this is that some users are so petrified of jamming their shredder, 1, because it kills productivity, and 2, because it damages the shredder over time, that they're afraid to use all the power that you paid for. The ECC meter is going to tell you when you're babying the shredder, and it's going to tell you when you're getting really close to jamming it. So it's a way of guaranteeing that not only are you buying a high-performance shredder, but you're using that performance. So right here we've got the easy switch. This is going to indicate to us what's going on with the shredder at any given time. Now right now there are no problems at all, but let's create some problems and show you what it looks like. First one is by pulling up the SPS safety protection system. If anybody tries to expose the shredder in a manner that they might hurt themselves, the shredder is going to turn itself off. We cannot run paper right now. The other thing is when we open up the door, because you can access the cutting heads from underneath, this is also a safety protection type of a fail-safe. So when the door's open, you're not going to be able to run this shredder. And finally, the last one, which I cannot simulate, is when too much shred residue has steepled up inside the cabinet and it just needs to be changed. The shredder will cut itself off until the shred residue has been taken care of. And then you're ready to start shredding again. So that's how you prime the oiler on a DestroyIt shredder. Now this happens to be a 4002, but the rules don't change for any of the others. You hold the reverse button for a few seconds, you'll hear a sound, that's how you know that it's priming. If you have any questions at all, we are the experts on these products. We've got technicians who take them apart every single day. Give us a call, we know how to help you. My name is Kyle Mitchell with Whitaker Brothers. This covers the DestroyIt 4002, both the cross-cut and the strip-cut models. Same shredder, just a different cut size. I hope you enjoyed this video. We really went into some depth and saw some things that we usually only get into when we're talking with a customer face-to-face. If you have any other questions, call us, chat us, email us, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can talk to us any way you want to, and we'll be sure to respond. My name is Kyle Mitchell with Whitaker Brothers. Thanks for watching.